Come to think of it, a person's name is his greatest connection to his or her identity. Your name is your greatest connection to your individuality, to your identity, to who you are. You are proud of your name. It's a sign of identity. It's a sign of courtesy. Don't you think so? Hello guys, it's me again, Chimburoma. Hope your day is going well. Yes, mine is going well. Although we just started the day, so we hope it goes well. We are praying it goes well. Today, I want to talk about the importance of names and relating to culture. You know, we've been discussing about culture recently. So I want to continue in line with names. I don't know about other cultures, but I know about African. Names are so powerful. They are an important part of our lives. Names hold so much meaning in Africa. Names are powerful. Why do names matter? Our names are an important part of our identities. Yes, names gives us sense of who we are. Names gives us the sense of the community we belong to. It's a connection to where we come from. And names gives us the sense of our place in the world. So you can see how important names are. So in Africa, especially the part where I come from, our names carry personal connections, cultural connections, and historical connections. Come to think of it, a person's name is his greatest connection to his or her identity. Your name is your greatest connection to your individuality, to your identity, to who you are. You are proud of your name. It's a sign of identity. It's a sign of courtesy. Don't you think so? Now, reacting to what Summer Ako said. According to her, she said we should maintain the beauty in African name. I just caught up with that. I'm like, yes, that is it. And that's that's one thing that made me to quickly, you know, if you check my channel, I used to be Chiomi G. Chiomi means Chioma, and then G, joy. Like, when she said this, and I am one person that fights for culture. I so much want people to maintain their culture. Like what Summer said. She said we should maintain the beauty in our name, like the meaning. Like I said, I'm using my own. She was using Sinach as example. She was not condemning Sinach anyway. She was just using her name to like talk about how it has lost its meaning. And I came to think of it. My name, Chioma, good God. And then I want to westernize it. Chiomi. That Chiomi doesn't mean anything. What she said really got to me. I said, look at you fighting for culture. Now check the name that you are carrying, Chiomi. What does it mean? And then G itself, which is in English, joy. Joy is a good name, but instead I change it to Chiomi G. And you know, I'm like, no, we have to stop all this westernizing everything. Yes, I caught up with that. I say, yeah, go on, girl, Summer. So kudos to you, Summer, for bringing this. So I decided I have to talk about this. Our names, they are beautiful. They represent our culture. They represent our personality, our individuality. Our name is a courtesy. My name is a courtesy to me. So why should I make it meaningless? Like, the part of Africa where I come from, we believe so much in the meanings that names gives us, the sense of joy it gives us, pride it gives us. Yeah, so why should I westernize my name so much that it loses its beauty? Can you see that? I even in that her video, some people were coming for her. Why is she saying something that, excuse me, why don't we think, human beings? Everything you just want to antagonize someone, you will just want to say something that will hurt somebody. I have not seen any bad thing that Summer said in what she said. She said we should not westernize our name so much that it loses, like she was referring to Osinachi. That's her name. That it comes from God. It's a beauty. It's a beautiful name. You come from God. But when you come, you make it Sinach. No condemnation. Anyway, if you like, come for me like you did to Summer. It's not my business. But if we cannot think and learn, Sinach, we are trying to westernize we are westernizing everything. We westernize every part of us, and even our names that we should retain, we are westernizing it. So there is much sense in what Summer said. In Africa, we believe that our words have power. Yes, we believe that when we say something, like so many people, when you tell them thing, they will reject it immediately because of our belief in the power of spoken words. And so your name is something that people should call you always, should refer to you from our words. When they speak it into you, when people are calling you, they are speaking that into you. You should have the pride of that name. We believe that names generate energy. Sorry. We believe that names generate energy. Yes, your name generates the energy around you. And think of it, it is true. Yes. Names in Africa are valuable and they are carefully chosen. Some people choose name because of the things that are surrounding them. And so when they call that name, it gives them, there is something that sometimes our names tell stories. And our surnames are the basis of which narrative this narrative are based on. Research African names. I don't know if it's actually up there, but go into asking people, individuals, their names. And sometimes they will tell you the reason why they are given these names. Some African names also are based on religion, which indicates what that person believes on. It indicating your belief. While some African names, they command respect. Yeah, they evoke the sense of respect. Like Dike. There are people they call Dike. Dike means a great one, something like that. Dimpa. Like in my line of surname, it has this story of warriors. From my grandfather to my great-grandfather and to my own father as well. We have these warrior names. We have Dike, we have Dimpa, we have Odibo, we have all those great names. What it means is warrior, those who are powerful. When you call these names, they evoke power. They carry this presence with them. So we Africans, we believe in all this. Why westernizing our names? They have done us a lot by capturing us, taking away most of our names. Like most of us in this our own generation, most of our names are English names. And some of us who have realized now what has gone wrong. Like me, all my children are native names. I give them our native name. It gives them the sense of belonging. Some of us will grow up and decide to change the names that our parents had given to us. Don't do that. Let your name be your pride. The pride of where you come from. Pride. Be proud of your culture. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your culture. Do not, like I am joining Summer to say this. Do not westernize your name to the extent that it loses its meaning. She even tried. She said, according to Summer, she said, if you kind of, even though you want to short form your name, westernize it, but that you still retain its meaning, that's okay. Yeah. But if you do it to the extent that it loses its meaning or its beauty, it's no longer, it doesn't worth it. It does not worth. I remember my one of my sons, I gave one African name that is not common. So one of my husband's relative called me, and he was she was thinking that I was gonna like call my son John, James, on. You know what she told me? She said, why am I calling my son this name? That is it not going to be difficult for the Western people to pronounce it where I am? Is it not going to be difficult for them? I'm like, really? If you see what people think by giving English name, they consider the West and suppress their own culture. They consider other people. And how will other people pronounce my name? How will they feel? How are they going to, I'm like, excuse me. These people never, ever in one day, they don't even care about us. Wherever they are, they speak their language. They force you to speak their language. They call even though they live in let's say Nigeria now. Even though they nationalize there, they still maintain their culture. They name their names, no matter whatever it is. If it is Bird, if it is Shea, if it is whatever, Williams, all that. They don't care how you pronounce it. They make you learn it. So why will I consider them? My own sister-in-law was telling me, why am I calling my son? Why am I naming my son our language? She is from the same place. So why am I naming my son this name? Why don't I give him English name? I'm like, really? So Ohurugo, that Igbo athlete that always represent UK. That name is such a difficult name that people, especially the Western that we are considering, will not be able to pronounce. But I tell you, when you tell them how to pronounce, you will tell them, like my daughter's name is somehow is a name that so many people don't answer as well. You hardly find it in any part of Africa or even the particular place I come from. Just few. So when she started going to school, I take time to tell them, pronounce it this put together. And they learned it. And these people, they so much like to respect what you give, what you ask them to do. When they want to fill form, they will say, this is your name. How do you want us to pronounce it? Do you any short form? If you say yes, if you say no. So they will say, so person known as. They do that. But look at we in our own listen, considering how they will pronounce our names. And because of that, I'm sure that is the reason why most of us westernize our names. Or it could be because of something else. I don't know. But we have to wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, my African people. Wake up. Come on, wake up. We have made, like I still keep saying it, when it comes to maintaining our culture. Why I'm bringing this is because it relates to we maintaining our culture. Why I am saying this is we have made so many mistakes. The same way we made the mistake, the same way we will correct ourselves. It is little by little. Your own, like my name, I know my name Chioma, I also have Joy as my name. So being the time I was growing up, I decided to choose Joy over Chioma. which is one mistake I made. Now I love my native name so much, although I go along with these two names. But at that time, I was, trying to make Joy come up like that. Even when my parents registered me as Chioma in school. When I got to secondary school, I went to put this register Joy and then Chioma and then Joy, the middle name. But instead, I went to turn it around. I put it as Joy, the first name, and Chioma, the second name. It is now that I'm regretting, but nothing to lose. So, but by the time I got to realize myself, my children, I said, no, I have to maintain. And one thing is, my parents did not teach me the importance of maintaining our culture. So we did not know. Now take time to teach your children. So what I did was to sit down and I taught my children. I have been teaching them how to be proud of who they are, how to maintain their culture, how to be proud of their culture. That is what you should do. I have to stop here. So today we have talked about names. So I give kudos to Summer Ako for bringing this topic. I'm sure we will continue next time. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you again. Ciao.